Because you're a fool.
What? What was that all about? Something about the 46 and hypnosis? I don't understand any of it. What's that got to do with us?
I didn't hear anything. Nothing at all.
The voice said she was from Squad 4. You haven't come into direct contact with Squad 4, so you probably couldn't attune to her spiritual pressure.
What?
They must have thought it was important.
Huh?
Don't you understand, Ichigo? All right, look, let me explain. The Central 46 is the Sarate's supreme judicial body. They're in charge of interpreting rules and maintaining justice. This Captain Aizen wanted the other Soul Reapers to think that the orders that they were obeying came from the Council itself, when they were really obeying him. So what does he want?
An execution?
Right. The date of Rukia's execution was moved forward when we got here. That was suspicious. We should have realized something was up then. But this message makes everything crystal clear. It's apparent that this Captain Aizen wants Rukia dead, and won't stop until she is.
Rukia.
They want to capture her. The Sojoku for the Hojoku.
What? How is... We're on so...
Welcome, Renji.
Captain Aizen?
Leave Rukia.
I refuse.
What?
I said no. I will not. Captain Aizen.
I see. Wait, Gin. You're being so stubborn, Renji. If you won't give me Rukia, then I'm afraid I can't help you. But nevertheless, I'll let you have your way. Rukia may remain in your arms, but I'm afraid that the rest of you is going to have to go. Your defensive skills have improved noticeably, Renji. You've truly grown. That pleases me. But all the same, you've chosen a very bad time to be persistent. It's a challenging situation. It's difficult to step on ants without crushing. As your former captain, I still feel some protectiveness. I'd hate to see you die.
Really? Is that a fact? You'd hate to see me die? Then why? Why did you kill Momo?
Oh. So that earlier disruption of spiritual pressure was Tentekura. It must have been Asane. Momo's death was unavoidable. She just couldn't live without me. And she had already... I killed her out of compassion. Don't you see that? But it was never my desire to kill her myself. That's why I tried to get Izuru and Toshiro to do the job for me. But unfortunately, that didn't work. So, grudgingly, I took care of it. And you, Renji.
Now I see. It's all clear. No way.
Sadly, I was never the Captain Aizen that you proclaimed to know. I'm afraid that person was merely, and in fact, the Sosuke Aizen that you knew never even existed.
I don't know! Sabimaru!
Out of the three of you, I'd say that you were the most trouble, Renji.
His bare hand?
I was sure.
Wah!
Renji!
No chance.
Even from the very first time that I met you three, I felt sure that I could use you. That's the reason why I decided to have you assigned to Squad 5 when I had the chance after you became members of the Court Guard. I made the two useful ones subordinates of Geen and myself, and sent you, the problem child of the bunch, to another company. It appears that my instinct was correct. For the last time, leave Rukia Kuchiki and go.
Please! Captain Eisen! Oh,
No! I won't give her to you! No way. I'm not leaving her. You bastard!
I see. That's unfortunate.
Hey, what are you kneeling down for? Is Rukia really that heavy? I thought I'd give you a hand, Renji.
Ichigo, I'm sorry that you had to come to—
What? Well, you looked pretty pooped from just carrying Rukia around. Was running away too much?
Huh? Oh yeah? Well, you look like you could use a nice nap yourself. Maybe you—
What did you say? Are you for real? Is this the thanks I get?
What's wrong with you? Are you deaf? I was trying to—
So sorry. I didn't want to be ill-mannered and intrude, so I let that boy in.
That's all right. Just another ant to step on.
Is that Eisen?
Yeah.
Tell me, can you run right now, Renji?
I can, but I won't.
Now look.
I have a plan. Sabimoto may be broken, but he still has a few surprises left in him. I am going to fight. You know just as well as I do. I mean, there's no point at all in trying to run away. Listen, I'm not saying we can beat them, but maybe we can stun them, and in the end, walk out of here with some pride left.
Okay, well, all right. I guess that we're a team then.
Not much of a chance against Eisen.
I can only use this one time. But if it works, it will create an opening. Captain Eisen is very powerful. You'll only have an instant, and a brief one at that. So don't miss it.
Okay.
Stand and bear witness.
Fast enough yet? You're good at this.
How will you start?
Fast enough yet?
I can't lose!
Nice.
There.
You should be in two pieces right now. I must have miscalculated.
No. No! Where did he go? No!
You guys thought you have a chance against Aizen.
Renji. I can't move.
Now, get up, Rukia Kuchiki. Oh, I see. You've been weakened thanks to the impact of my spiritual pressure.
Ichigo.
Poor thing, he's still conscious. Your will to live exceeds your skills, but it's working against you now. Your backbone is the only thing holding the two halves of you together right now. Struggle all you want. It's not a matter of will. It's structurally impossible. But look at the bright side. You got farther than I expected. Now just rest quietly, for your part in all this is over.
Stand at the top.
My part?
Yes, I was fully aware that you would be coming. I even knew from where. I knew you would arrive in West Rukon District. That's the reason why I posted surveillance there. I lowered the wall around the Serete right after your arrival. And additionally, placed squads 3 and 9 behind the gate. Then I had Gin drive you two away personally. Because the wall had been moved down, and with the captains roaming around there, behind it, I knew that Kukaku Shiba's Flower Crane Cannon would be your only way in. I will say your arrival was spectacular, and your group outwitted and outfought even the captain. Every single Soul Reaper in the whole Serete was occupied with looking for you. Yes, the entire situation was very exciting and engaging. Thanks to the distraction that you provided, even the murder of a captain received little attention.
You're a slicky one, Aizen.
You made things easy for me.
But hold on. I don't get this. How did you know that we'd arrive
That's completely obvious. It had to be there. West Rukon District is Kisuke Urahara's base of operations. The only place you could enter using a Senkaimon that he created was West Rukon District.
What?
That surprises you? Really? Didn't you come to recapture Rukia Kuchiki on orders? Oh, I see. Ah, well. I suppose I can tell you now that it's all over. To start with, are you aware that Soul Reapers have 4 basic combat methods? They are Zanjutsu, Hakuda, Ho-Ho, and finally Kido. At that point, improvement comes to a full stop. All Soul Reapers have these limits. It's unavoidable. But the question becomes, is it possible to break through the walls one encounters? It is, but only by one means. The solution is called hollowification. The hollowification of a Soul Reaper. The Soul Reaperification of hollows. By removing the barrier between these two opposing life forms, new heights of power and ability can be achieved. This isn't a new theory by any means. It's been around for quite a while. I focused my efforts on hollows, and eventually I was able to send out a number of hollows with powers very much like those that are possessed by Soul Reapers. Hollows that could turn off their spiritual pressure and make Zanpakuto disappear just by touching them. Hollows that could fuse with Soul Reapers, but none of them could be truly considered a new kind of being. There were others who delved into this field, but they were hindered by ignorance and the limitations of their ethics. In the end, no one was successful at it. That is, not until Kisuke Urahara. Working outside the Soul Society's scientific community, he created a substance that could remove the barrier between hollows and soul. It was called Hogyoku. It was very dangerous. At least he seemed to think so, because before long, he tried to destroy it. However, it was to no avail. To Kisuke's dismay, he soon discovered that he was not able to eliminate his creation. And so, reluctantly, he did what he had to do. At that now, do you understand? The hiding place that he ended up choosing was you, Rukia Kuchiki.
What?
By the time that I'd become aware of this secret, you'd already gone missing somewhere in the world of the living. But instinctively, I knew that Kisuke Urahara was behind it.
Yep.
I can think of no one else who would have the capability to create an untraceable Kigai. So luckily, the situation didn't last long. It was only a few months later that you were discovered in the world of the living.
Aizen!
It's been a long time since I was able to set eyes on your face. Tell me, what brought about the change, Sajin?
Why, you? How dare you grin at me like that? Aizen! You betrayed, misled, and deceived us all. But now you're going to pay for that. And so will you, Kaname. Explain yourselves if you can.
Well.
Or is there no good explanation? I'm sorry, Kaname. Kai! What? Aizen is still standing next to Kaname?
Hado number 90, Kurohitsugi.
They're both captain class. How could they be so unequal in strength?
Kyoka Suigetsu's complete hypnosis is flawless. Even if you know it's coming, you can't prepare. It's impossible to evade.
A level 90 Aisho Haki? Now that's scary. But I have to ask, when did you achieve that?
No, it was a failure. I couldn't even summon a third of its normal destructive capability. Hado in the 90s are rather unwieldy. Well then, I'm sorry. Now, where did we leave off? Oh yes, Rukia Kuchiki. The moment when you were discovered in the world of the living, the very first thing I did was to eliminate the Council of 46.
What?
Isane probably told you something to the effect of, Sosuke Aizen faked his own death and disappeared,
to hear that you
and then
enjoyed
he
the stream.
plotted and carried out the murder of the Council of 46. But that isn't the way it really happened. After you had been located, I killed the members of the Council. And then I placed a spell on the central under. That way, I made it appear as if the Council members were alive and were simply in session. Even if someone were to enter the chamber. But then, if they didn't have the Council's permission in the first place, no captain would even be attempting to go there anyway. Then after that, the three of us hid ourselves inside the underground assembly hall.
How are you, by the way?
We issued orders as though we were the Council of 46, with no one on the outside being any the wiser. To ensure that you were captured and returned, we dispatched your brother and Renji in order to dissolve your Konpaku and extract the Hogyoku that had been hidden inside of you. The plan that I put together was to execute you with the Sogyoku. But we were cognizant of the fact that your Ryoka friends might very well make an attempt to rescue you. If the execution failed because of such an attempt or for some other reason. And what I found is this.
No!
The secret.
Yes, you will remove the Sojoku from Rukia.
Amazing. Something as small as this. The Hogyoku. The Konpaku itself is undamaged. Amazing technology. Unfortunately, you are no longer needed. Kill her, Gin.
All right then. Shoot him dead, Shinzo.
That's not going to happen.
Byakuya. Byakuya, why? Why did you? Why? Byakuya. Byakuya. Byakuya.
I'm not going to kill anyone anymore.
Ah, there's a face I haven't seen for a while.
Of course you haven't. They captured Aizen so quickly.
Don't move. You twitch so much as a finger. And you lose your head.
Yep.
I see.
Don't move.
My apologies, Captain Aizen. I got caught.
Captain Tosin.
And it's over.
What?
Can't you see? Take a good look around. You're completely surrounded.
I think so.
Aizen. Captain Aizen!
It's over, Aizen. What is it? What's so funny, Aizen?
Oh, I'm sorry. It's time.
Soiphone, get back!
You cannot be captured anymore.
You know, it really is too bad. I wouldn't have minded being your prisoner a while longer. Bye-bye, Rangiku. I'm sorry.
Huh? He's rising! You can't escape!
I'm
Stop!
going to the...
That light goes by the name Negacion. It's something that the Minos Grande use in order to rescue each other. The moment that light envelops something, it's all over. They're in another world now. It's been taken out of our hands. There's simply nothing that we can do any longer. It's the reality that anybody who's ever fought against the Minos Grande is well aware of.
Yeah.
That from the moment at which the light came down, this was already over, and Aizen was beyond our reach even then. Kaname! Come down here, Kaname! Why? Why did you become a Soul Reaper? Wasn't it for the sake of your dead friend? Wasn't it so that you'd be able to uphold justice? Where is your sense of justice now? Where has it gone?
I told you, Sajin. The path that I choose to follow is the one that's least soaked in blood. Justice is always there. And in fact, the path I walk is justice.
Tosin!
Justice. That is not justice.
You joined forces with the Minos Grande, but why?
To seek greater heights.
Have you fallen, Aizen?
Don't kid yourself, Ukitake. No one has ever stood atop the heavens before. Not you, nor I, nor the gods. But the unbearable vacancy of heaven's throne ends now. I will stand at the top. It's time to say goodbye, Soul Reapers.
Yeah.
It's time to say goodbye, Ryoka boy.
Ryo.
You did prove to be interesting, at least for a human.
And then the rain stopped.
Captain Unohana, may I ask you, how are Captain Hitsugaya and Lieutenant Hinamori?
They're stable. Well, for now at least. But moving forward, the rest of it will have to be up to them. Kotetsu is going to continue with their treatment.
Right.
Who's left?
Sir, there's still Captain Kuchiki and the Ryoka boy.
It looks to me like the Ryoka girl doesn't need our help at all. You were reckless, Captain Kuchiki. Rukia Kuchiki, come here, please. Captain Kuchiki is asking for you.
Rukia, are you there?
I'm right here, Byakuya.
Well, there's something that... It was on a spring morning about 50 years ago when I lost my wife. Her name was Hisana.
She looked exactly like Rukia.
Hisana passed from the world of the living and was sent to the Rukon district along with her sister. It was difficult for her to survive there while also having to provide care for her sibling, so she decided to run away.
Right.
Hisana never forgave herself for what she did. After becoming my wife, she continued to search for her sister almost every day over the course of the next 5 years. Before she passed, she spoke to me and said, "Please keep looking for my sister. And when you find her, use your power to protect her."
Right.
I did just that and continued to look for Hisana's sister. I managed to find her just a year later, and soon after, brought her into the Kuchiki clan. Per Hisana's dying wish, I kept Hisana's relation to her secret and never revealed it to my sister-in-law.
Meaning you, Rukia.
That person is you, Rukia.
Of course.
When I brought you and Hisana into the Kuchiki clan, I broke the law against mixing the blood of a noble family with the blood from one of ignoble birth. Not once. That is the reason why, after I took you in, I made an oath while standing at the graves of my parents. I vowed that I would never again break the law. I swore from that moment on, I would always uphold it, whatever it might cost to do so. When you were condemned to execution, I was left adrift, not knowing what I should. Should I honor the oath that I made to my parents, or should I remain true to the promise I made to Hisana? I asked myself, what was I to do?
And you chose the wrong path.
Ichigo Kurosaki, I thank you. Rukia, I'm sorry.
Yes, it's finished. They let me use their sewing room. I made these. Well, what do you think, Chad?
The pattern, it's different.
I added my own touch. This one's for you, Orihime.
It's kinda cute.
You think so? I made this too. It's for Rukia to wear back in the world of the living. It's like the dress she used to wear.
Uryu, you know, I think that you might be better at making clothes than fighting.
That's hilarious. Not really. After the final arc, you will be not so much seen in the fight.
All right, who's